Hey everybody, welcome back to BULI.
BULI.
Yeah.
Here we go.
We're back.
Yeah.
We have an event coming up. We have Backyard BULI, but let's talk about the matches tonight first.
Oh yes.
We have a newbie
and we have Dread Phoenix.
Now, both of these guys need to get a win under their belt.
Yeah.
I think Dread Phoenix has been showing it for longer, but a newbie hasn't been doing too hot.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it's Newbie, he's 2-2. Dread Phoenix is 2-4.
Yeah.
So both of them don't have the best records. But considering Dread Phoenix has been here longer, it's not surprising that he has a few more losses.
That's very true.
So I'd say they're probably about even.
You know, you say that, and it might just be nostalgia, but I still think Dread Phoenix has it.
I think Dread Phoenix has it too.
Okay.
Now here's the important thing to remember, alright? This match and the second match in the night are going to be for a spot at Backyard BULI.
Very true.
Okay.
They had two brand new Beyblades.
Mystery competitors
Yes.
making their debuts.
We don't even know at this point, at the time of this recording,
Don't know.
who they are.
But
No clue.
the first two matches, this one and the second one,
Yes.
the winners of each of those matches are going to have a spot secured for them at Backyard BULI. So there's a lot on the line.
Just a little spice to this week to make next week look better.
Of course.
Is the way I look at it.
Of course.
And let's talk about that second match for the secret match. Cosmic Kraken.
And Air Knight.
You know, I like this match.
Yeah, of course. They're both blue. I like that.
They're the champions. You know,
no, Gargoyle's the champion. What are you talking about?
The blue one's always the champion.
Of course.
Okay. Now, I can see this going either way. I think they're both bigger boys, not necessarily big boys, but definitely bigger, and they use their body to their advantage, and I think that's what's going to end up deciding this match is who's able to body the other one more.
Yeah, I mean, Air Knight did have a decisive victory
against Ace Dragon.
You know? So I think he's got a hot streak going. I think he's got a good chance of beating Cosmic Kraken.
I think Cosmic Kraken's going to take it.
You think Cosmic Kraken's going to take it? All right.
You have to remember, he did make it to the finals.
He did make it to the finals of the Battle of the Blades tournament.
Very important.
That is true, but I just got to put my money on Air Knight this week.
Okay.
All right.
And let's talk about our main event tonight.
We have a colossal main event.
Bushi Shindra.
And Dullahan.
Yeah. We were threatened by Mr. Manager to make sure Bushin had a match tonight.
According to Mr. Manager. Now, we, the noble BULI establishment, we're looking out for Bushin Shindra.
I wouldn't call us the establishment. I don't think that has a nice ring to it. We do care a lot.
Established it. What are you talking about? I'm the 51% owner of this.
You're not the 50. Let's move on. We do care about our Beyblades, and personally, I don't believe Bushin Shindra should have a match when he is participating at Backyard BULI.
He has a very big match coming up, and he has a history of injury, and we don't want him getting injured before his big match. But
again, because it already happened.
Yes. But according to Mr. Manager, he thinks his client needs to have a match so he's on his game.
But you know what?
For Backyard BULI.
To be fair, he does have a match against Dullahan, who, if you remember, is the one that I brought from the outside into BULI to go against Gargoyle. We've talked about this a million times.
Many times. Dullahan's a good competitor. And
I don't know which way this one goes.
Well, again,
I like both
beating
these guys
someone like Dullahan would definitely help Bushin get back in the title picture.
Definitely.
And if Bushin can pull out a win against Dullahan, and then another one against Zeleny at Backyard BULI, I think it'll be pretty clear that Bushin will probably be next in line for the title, whoever wins.
And at the same time, if Dullahan is able to beat Bushin Shindra, then he is one of the top guys.
Of course.
Decisively.
Yeah.
Because even though Bushin Shindra has definitely either plateaued or fallen, whichever you say, I do think that he's still one of the better Beyblades that we have at BULI.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, without further ado, let's move on.
Matches. All right, it's time for the first match of the night: Dread Phoenix versus a Newbie. Beyblade, let it rip! Oh, Dread Phoenix going on the top and knocking out a Newbie in the first round.
Congrats to Dread Phoenix bouncing back after a terrible loss. And your winner by knockout, Dread Phoenix.
That was very impressive by Dread Phoenix there with a quick knockout on a Newbie, securing a spot for himself at Backyard BULI.
Yeah, and I think he earned it. He showed up, he hit him with a few jabs, and then went with the decisive blow, and Anubian got knocked out.
I think the past couple of losses have really had Dread Phoenix reeling, and he's looking like he's finally ready to put his career back on track at Backyard Bully.
And your second match of the night, Cosmic Kraken and Air Knight. Beyblade, Beyblade, let it rip.
Oh! Whoa! What?
Wow.
Another first round knockout with Air Knight taking down Cosmic Kraken.
I was not expecting that in the slightest.
And your winner is Air Knight.
Air Knight coming out of nowhere and knocking out Cosmic Kraken. Which, to be fair, what we've seen of him, he made it to the finals of Battle of the Blades, which is absurd.
And then he gets knocked out in one round.
Yeah,
by
and
Air Knight.
And does not make it into Backyard Bully.
I think Air Knight has probably got a bit of a mean streak after Ace Dragon tried to get revenge on him last week, and slapping him down has kind of, changed his attitude a little bit. And I think the fact that he got a first round knockout so easy shows that.
And you know what? If it's an attitude change, I like it. I love it.
Yeah, and
love
I think it's going to serve him well with his match that he has now secured at Backyard Bully. And it is time for your main event of the evening. Bushin Ashindra versus Dullahan.
Beyblade, Beyblade, let it
rip! Dullahan looking to really hype himself up, get practice for that match against Zeleny, and they're circling around two really intense, evenly matched competitors.
It looks like Dullahan's getting better hits in, but I'm not sure if he can keep up those hits.
Bushin is starting to waver a little bit, but he's not giving up against Dullahan.
Oh, wow.
Oh! And it looks like Dullahan is going to take the first round. Second round, here we go.
Beyblade, Beyblade, let it rip!
And Dullahan trying to go for an aerial maneuver there, and once again circling Bushin Ashindra. Going in for some brief strikes, but Bushin Ashindra fighting back. Bushin Ashindra, good hit there. Good hits against Dullahan, but Bushin looks to be wavering. Oh!
Wow.
And Dullahan is going to take it in a sweep against Bushin Ashindra.
And your winner is Dullahan.
Good win by Dullahan against Bushin Ashindra. I don't know what's been happening with Bushin Ashindra lately.
Dullahan was in there and he made some heavy blows on Bushin Ashindra, and I just think he wasn't ready for it. I think that's the big thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Mr. Manager was really desperate for this match, and I don't know if it worked out in the way he wanted it to. And I don't know what's in Dullahan's future, but I know with Bushin Ashindra, his future has Zeleny in it, and it's not looking good for him.
Wow. Great matches tonight, but we're not here to talk about today's matches. We're here to talk about next week's matches.
Yes, we're here
at Backyard Bulli.
Yeah, get you guys hyped up for Backyard Bulli.
And I'm already hyped.
Of course.
But I already know the matches.
It's going to be a really exciting event. It's going to be in a new location.
Yeah, it's going to be in an awesome location.
So,
I'm definitely going to need some sunscreen.
Oh, of course. It's going to be hot.
And steamy.
Of course.
Yes. Okay. And as you can see, we have our most important match for the title. We have Rudder
and Gargoyle.
Yeah. And I'm looking forward to this match.
Oh, of course. It's Gargoyle's first title defense.
Yeah.
Obviously, he hasn't had a chance to exercise his right to defend the title due to the global circumstances.
Yeah.
But now he's finally getting it. He's hyped up, ready to get back in the competition and face Rudder for the title. And it's going to be a big match.
I believe it's the first time they're against each other, because in Battle of the Blades, Rudder lost to Zeleny.
Yeah. Who
is in our next match.
And gave Rudder his only loss.
Yeah, his only loss. He is 4-1.
Yes.
2-4 now.
Yep, and it's going to be a very exciting main event, and whoever wins, it's really going to, I think, push Bully in some interesting directions.
Yeah, and let's move on to some of our other matches. We have Bushin Ashindra against Zeleny still.
Yep.
Bushin Ashindra coming off a loss to Dullahan.
Yeah. Not what Mr. Manager wanted when he begged us for that match.
Yeah. Yeah, he begged for the match. He didn't beg for a match that he was going to lose.
Of course not.
We could have given him a match that he was supposed to win.
Yeah.
But we here at Bully have backbones.
We do.
And I think Dullahan was able to prove that Bushin Ashindra can't bully everyone.
Of course.
And let's move on to Treptune and Dark Neptrius.
Yeah. Two people who have never won a match.
One of them has to win.
One of them. Is gonna finally have a win.
Yeah.
Unless they burst at the exact same time.
We might have to make a rule if they burst at the exact same time.
Yeah.
We have never had a draw here at Bully. I don't plan on ever having a draw here at BULI.
Nope.
But if it happens, we're gonna have to discuss it.
You have to talk about it.
And now we have our 3 random, well, not random. They're interesting because of who they're going against matches.
Of course.
It's 3 of our guys that are already established. We have Dread Phoenix, Air Knight, and Dullahan against 3 people that we know nothing about. They don't have a record here. We don't even know them by name yet.
Yeah. Now, of course, Dread Phoenix and Air Knight won those matches tonight to get their shot at that. Dullahan, after beating Bushi Nishindra, we have decided is worthy of going against this third competitor who we're now hearing is going to be showing up.
And this might be against the grain for the establishment, per se. Dullahan should have the match against Zelny. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it now. They're both 4-2.
Yeah.
Bushi Nishindra's 3-3.
Well, you're gonna have to talk about that with Mr. Manager.
I'd rather not.
He is probably not gonna be happy with you.
Ooh,
yeah.
I'd rather not.
But anyway, we have these 3 mystery matches, and I think they're gonna be exciting. Really good shots for the debuting talent to really push themselves into a good position.
And none of the matches are necessarily flops. The Treptune Dark Nepstress match, it's not very exciting because one of them is going to burst. I'm calling it now.
Really?
Yes.
You think Dark Nepstress has the ability to potentially burst Treptune, or vice versa?
Yes.
All right.
If they might just do it on their own volition.
Really?
They might just burst themselves.
They just get so excited they just burst.
You know, it happens. It happens.
Happens.
And
I think burst.
I think they're such weaklings that it happens to them more often.
Weakling.
Yes, Treptune and Dark Nepstress.
Listen, I don't know what it is with you and Canadians.
Hey, Treptune is French.
He's French-Canadian!
Yeah, which is worse.
Well, alright then.
It was,
before we leave tonight, we have some interviews.
Yeah, we have our final interviews with Mr. Zathern and Mr. Fallout Boy.
Yeah, so we'd like to leave you with that, and have a good week.
See you next week.
Hello, and welcome. Here we have our guest tonight, the manager of the BULI champion, Zack Zathern. Mr. Zathern,
yes.
How do you feel? We are 1 week out from Gargoyle, your client's decisive match with Rudder for his BULI world title, his first title defense.
This is true.
And, there's been some talking between you and Mr. Fallout Boy, but we haven't seen anything between the 2 competitors. We don't really have anything to go on who's going to win. So, how do you feel going into the match, and why do you feel that way?
Well, I'm a little nervous.
Nervous?
It's the first title defense, so I'm quite frankly thinking to myself, well, he's gotten this far. He's gotten lucky. I don't know if it's luck or it's just, I know he's skillful. He's very talented. He's a good Beyblade, and that's what matters. But I fear that time is running out, and I hope that he can, win this. Just nerves, just little nerves.
Why do you feel that time is running out?
I think there's some great competition, and I think that it's only a matter of time before it comes up against someone who's really good. And yes, he's undefeated, and he'd probably kill me for saying this.
Hey!
Yo, excuse me, you, Mr. Manager, you're intruding on an interview here.
I don't care. Where is Dark?
Well, I haven't seen Dark, I think. Oh,
This is the champ's time.
hi, dog.
Why? See, this is another ploy by BULI management sicking a dog on me.
Well,
Again. This keeps happening.
Listen.
This keeps happening. Now tell me before I sue you to the ground, where is Dirk?
Dirk actually just left.
Mother.
Yeah. If you run, you might catch him.
No,
Anyway, back to our interview.
Yes. That was interesting.
So yeah, why do you feel the time is running out? Great competition? Is that it? Do you have something in particular about Rudder that you fear? Is it
I think Rudder has beaten Bushin. And I think that,
and he injured Bushin.
and he has, and I think that Rudder. Well, I said last week I was like, I respect you. I wasn't quite sure about how I should take him. That's why I was stuttering through the interview. I was not sure what to make of him, quite frankly. Now I'm a little more aware. He's very good. Even though his manager doesn't seem to appear to really take interest in it, he knows that his guy is good. So I'm a little concerned that Rudder has beaten Bushin before. Bushin's pretty good. I know I've talked shit about him, but he is pretty good. And I think that he's got a strategy that's really stable. That just wins some matches over and over and over again. So for the first challenge, I would have taken Bushin or Rudder, but Rudder probably concerns me more. Yes.
Yeah.
It concerns me a lot.
Yeah. Fascinating.
But we'll see. I hope he wins, man. I hope my guy wins.
Can do it.
Yeah, but I think he will.
Can you have something maybe to say to the BULI universe directly?
I got something to say to the BULI universe. Gargoyle is a fighting champion. He's gonna, fight for you. And I got one thing to say to Rudder. Are you ready to get Doyle gassed?
Hello. I'm joined at this time with Mr. Fallout Boy, the manager of Rudder. Mr. Fallout Boy, thank you for joining us.
Pleasure to have you here.
So, of course, at the upcoming Backyard BULI
With
event,
Rudder's victory.
well, you're going to have a match, and you
Yes, that Rudder will win.
boldly proclaim that your client will be victorious.
The best spinning top.
Well, can you give us some reasons as to why you believe your client is going to win the match?
Because obviously he's my client. Who would lose? Would Gargoyle really want to take the fall? Yes. He would.
He would want to take it?
He wants to lose.
Why would he want to lose? We just did an interview with his manager before, and he said,
He wouldn't like it if he won.
why? What's going to happen if he wins? Is that a threat?
That's not a threat. It's a
Threat?
promise.
There's a lot of really threat. Anyway, what have you been doing to prepare your client for the upcoming match?
Well, all my glorious space chimps have been doing a lot of research into the spinning blades.
And what have they found?
The Rudder will win.
Well, have they
The analytics, they ran the numbers.
been
They
putting
bribed the...
bri-
What?
bribes?
Well, no. They bought protein powders for Rudder to beef up.
Oh, so that's what he's been training. He's been doing a lot of protein
yes.
powder. Yeah, good. Any kind of like spinning routines?
Very swole.
Very swole.
Mm.
And what really did inspire you to get into
Money.
That's why you're into business?
Oh, yes.
Not for like the soul. or
No,
the
I have no
passion
idea
of
how
it.
this game works.
Well, any final words you'd like to leave the BULI universe with before your match?
Buy Rudder products.
All right, everybody. That is Mr. Fallout Boy.